Okay, rookie mini camp took place, and really wanted to look at and wanted to understand who's doing well, who's not doing well, who's standing out. And there's one player I did not expect to be standing out, and that's our guy, Hendon Hooker. As you know, Hendon Hooker's injured. He's not participating. So I thought, but I'm going to show you why he is impressing everyone and he's not even playing yet. He's still injured, still working back through that. So before we do that, this canvas right here, link in the description, check it out. Okay, Hendon Hooker, we pick him up, kind of an insurance policy as we're going forward, because we don't know, is Goff going to continue to play great? Then fine, right? Goff, you're the guy, keep on going. But if Goff's too expensive, or we can't, Goff's play drops down, now we've got this guy sitting behind him, 6'4", great arm, has to develop a pro game, but man, it's all right there. But here's the thing about him is that other rookies were asked, what's up with him? What's your interaction been with Hooker? And, just kind of what's going on with it. So we're just taking a different route, just relaxing. Hooker said, routes on air, it's kind of tough because I want to do things, but I can't be out there. But Hooker's command as a leader on the team has been easy to see. So Green, the 7th round wide receiver, said he's just walking around, dapping everybody up. I think he's a great leader. Just watching him over the course of last season, I feel he's a phenomenal player. I think he'll do great here. Rookie guard Colby said he's electric to be around. It's a great dude, and we're kind of talking during stretch and whatnot, just about getting used to the NFL, how it's a dream to be here. We're blessed to be out here. His energy is contagious. And I just thought it would be so easy for him to sit around. Hey, let those guys do their thing. Like I'm not able to go, but he's right in there, wants to meet the guys, wants to talk to guys. And that's what Brad Holmes said. One of the things that stood out for them is he'd score a touchdown instead of him being on the bench with a headset or talking on the coach in the box. He's standing on the sideline waiting to congratulate his extra point team. It's little things like that that kind of show what kind of person he is. So we know athletically, physically, he's got the gifts, but to see it, his leadership is something that you have to have. I mean, this is your franchise. This is the player that could be leading your franchise. And just like Goff, and by the way, it's okay to say that Goff's our guy and we love Goff and love Hendon Hooker. You don't have to bash Goff to prove that Hendon Hooker's the man or vice versa. It's like, no, they're both, let's have two really good quarterbacks. Like why not? Right. And we know Goff is a vet. He's doing his thing. We love Goff, but man, this is what we've been talking about. Can we get somebody in the quarterback room that's up and coming, that's got potential, that can be a cheap option at quarterback? That's really the window to really win, is when instead of giving Goff in a few years $40 million a year, you're giving him, what's he make, like $1 million a year? I don't even know what a 3rd round pick makes. I mean, come on. So awesome to see that. Now, another thing Hendon Hooker said is that after he was drafted and seeing himself fall and slide, he said, it just turns into fuel, turns into a chip on my shoulder. Oh, his legs hurt. Film doesn't lie. He said, I was SEC offensive player of the year for a reason. It's because I put in the work and had the right people around me to help me get there. So just using that, adding that as a fuel to the fire and having a chip on my shoulder and wanting to work. So every day I come in here and I have motivation. So this guy's motivated, chip on his shoulder. We get him in the 3rd round. He's a leader. He's athletic. He's got gifted arm talent. It's huge for our franchise. It's really an awesome thing to see because, and everybody, I don't know. We've heard about Sam Laporta doing some really good things. We've heard about how our Broderick Martin or the defensive tackle is just massive. It's bigger than we thought when we picked him up. There's these little nuggets that come out, but to see that Hendon Hooker is in fact the leader that we're hoping for, has the ability, can sit under Goff, doesn't pressure Goff. That's another thing that I really like. Goff, there's no reason to give Goff more pressure than it's already on him. Like, we are going to try to make a run at some things this season. We don't need to pressure Goff. You've played well. You're doing a lot of good things. Hendon Hooker can come in here and really fall in line. By the way, he's going to fall in line appropriately because he just gets it. It's like I saw something on YouTube about his draft day experience. He just gets it. He knows how to be mature. And that's another thing. He's mature, but he's not too old either. I mean, come on, whatever. Who cares about his age? It's about his contract. He has a 4-year window that we can use. We can do a lot of different things with, and it gives us flexibility as a franchise. So we're really excited about that and where we're headed. And also, by the way, the Kansas City game, more and more excited about that. Initially, I think it was shock when you heard that the Lions were going to play in Kansas City. It was just like this initial shock of like, really, that's awesome, that's cool. And then you start breaking it down. You think, man, that Thursday night opening game against Kansas City at Kansas City is going to be really special. I mean, I'm just thinking about those rookies. Think of your Jack Campbell. You're Jack Campbell. You've been playing at Iowa. And the next thing you know, you're looking across at Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce's going in motion. There's people in motion. You like, oh man. So I'm a little, obviously we're nervous about this. This is going to be it's going to be a challenge, no doubt. And it's going to be really hard. And it's really going to come down to my early prediction on this is really going to come down to our offense has to score. I mean, the Chiefs do not have this dominant defense. It's going to be really difficult. They're good, but we have to score, obviously, right? I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but if we get behind, or if we get, it's tough to fight with these guys when they're constantly putting up points and you're not. Can't go 3 and out. That's just in general. That's my number one pet peeve, just by the way, in football. It's not a pet peeve. It's more just like, don't go 3 and out. Anything you can possibly do to not go 3 and out. 3 and out is just the worst thing ever. I hate when we go 3 and out. And obviously we force teams to go 3 and out too. So it's not like it never happens the other way, but it's just, I hate that when you go 3 and out. You got to get a first down every possession. Just get one first down, punt it after that. Fine. Oh man. Okay. Craig and I are going live for the NBA draft lottery. The Pistons are on the verge of blowing this thing wide open, or it's going to be another couple years, right? That's kind of the situation. You get that first number 1 overall pick, you change your franchise forever. If you don't get that number 1 overall pick 2 and 3 are really not bad at all. And then after pick 3, it's really not good. So we need that top 3 pick, of course, or we need that number 1 pick, and changes everything. So make sure you tune in live. That's fun to watch. It's it's more exciting than you'd think to see that. So Pistons looking forward to them to get the number 1 pick, and then we'll go live for the NBA draft to see who they pick. If they get the number 1 pick, there's no drama in it. If they get anything other than the number 1 pick, then there's drama on who they should pick. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we will see all of you on the next one.